Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create a complex lo-mein dish that contains, in addition to noodles, 5 different kinds of vegetables as well as 2 proteins. This dish is designed to serve 4 people. Right here, first of all, I am using spaghetti noodles for this lo-mein dish. This is the demonstration of use a common ingredient for different type of dishes. This spaghetti dish was cooked earlier, used for the regular spaghetti, and then I put them in the refrigerator. Now, before I use the spaghetti noodle, I warm it up slightly, and then I add soy sauce to it. And I also add a little bit of oyster sauce. Furthermore, I'm going to add some of this hot sesame oil. And then last but not the least, I'm going to add some cooking wine. So in addition to this, I also add some of my basic seasoning mix. Together, I'm going to flavor the noodle dish in such a way to provide it a flavor in its own. The next step is to cook the other ingredients, which are the vegetables. I'm going to cook the vegetables separately from the proteins. This way will allow me to focus on cooking the vegetables to the texture that I want. And then I will cook the protein at the end to the texture that I desire as well. First of all, I'm going to use some baby bok choy. I have this in my advanced prepping. To this, I'm going to add some the red cabbage. I'm only add a small amount, which serve as what frequently referred to as a secondary ingredients, whereas the bok choy is the primary ingredients. This is followed by adding some carrot. Again, it is a secondary ingredients. The purpose of this ingredients is to enhance the flavor of the natural primary ingredients by giving it better color, as well as add some distinct texture. I'm going to add a little bit more cooking oil. I start out with as little cooking oil as I possibly can. This will get the wok temperature higher, and it will actually cause some charring of the vegetable, will give it better flavor. But however, in order to prevent it from getting burned, I'm adding some more cooking oil. Now this technique is very useful because it will allow you to use as little cooking oil as possible. This obviously reduces the amount of calories. After I stir fry this for about 2 or 3 minutes, I add asparagus to the wok. Again, this asparagus is in my advanced prepping. I use this asparagus for other dishes. Again, the same ingredients can be used over several different dishes. At this point, the vegetable is almost done. I add some cooking wine, and I check out the flavor as well as the texture. This sounds good to me. And I'm going to season it first with my basic seasoning mix. This will provide the foundation flavor for the dish. And then I'm going to add a small amount of soy sauce to provide the saltiness that I want. And my son likes this more salty. Normally, I probably won't add to it. And then I add a little bit of oyster sauce, followed by some teriyaki sauce. This is the type of flavor that in the past I find work well for baby bok choy, at least for me. Last but not the least, I add some cherry tomatoes. Now the cherry tomatoes add right at the end because I do not want to overcook them. I want them to be very lightly cooked. So when I bite into them, I will get a nice burst of that tomato flavor that I really enjoy. Okay, it is done. It takes about 7 minutes to cook this vegetable dish. Now I'm going to layer it over the spaghetti noodles. Now the spaghetti noodles, as I mentioned, I took it out from the refrigerator. I microwave it for about 1.5 minutes just to warm it up enough. But I don't need to warm it up too much because the cooked vegetable that layer over it will keep it warm. Okay, now I'm ready to cook the final ingredients for this lo-mein dish. I'm going to use 2 proteins. I'm going to use some chicken, which are already in my advanced prepping, and I'm also going to use some pork. Now this is a pork loin. I'm going to coat them both with first with cornstarch and together with my basic seasoning mix. This will give them great flavor. I'm going to cook this meat or this protein by using a method known as shallow frying. Basically, I'm going to fry the meat on one side first and I turn it over to fry the other side. Because of the cornstarch, it will give a really nice texture. The pork that I use is actually a very good, interesting pork. It is a half loin pork. It's relatively inexpensive, and I cut them into thin slices before I coat them with cornstarch. This will actually keep the pork really tender. It's a great way to do it. Next, after I fry the pork for about 60 seconds, I add the chicken to the wok. Again, this is a demonstration of sequential cooking because the pork takes a bit longer time to cook. Therefore, I cook the pork first and then I cook the chicken. I use a pair of tongs, which is very helpful. This will allow me to, first of all, tease the chicken and the pork apart. And then it will also allow me to flip them over the way how it will allow me to cook one side first and then cook the other side. As you can see, it gave a nice texture on the surface of the chicken, and it also caused some browning. By now, the chicken and pork is probably almost done. I switch to a wok spatula and to stir fry everything together. I'm going to season it first with some oyster sauce, and then this is followed by with some hoisin sauce. And again, to stay consistent with the vegetable, I'm going to add some teriyaki sauce. All this sauce combined make a really nice flavor. Again, this is through flavor chasing. I've experimented them and I know this is what I like. So the final step is to put the chicken and the pork right over the noodles. Now, as you can see in here, that this is actually a fairly complex dish. It has 5 different kinds of vegetables and 2 different kinds of proteins. And this is then layered on top of the spaghetti pasta noodles. Now, you might ask, does the spaghetti pasta noodle good for low man? And my answer is absolutely. You will not tell a difference about it at all. Okay, the total cook time of this dish is about 12 minutes. It's not bad for a dish with this complexity. The key is that to have your advanced prepping ready, and this is what makes cooking this dish feasible. Please write me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any question regarding this video or any other videos. I will answer you promptly. I post a video each day because I want to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine using my fast cooking system. If you'd like to learn more about my cooking system, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.